What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. So we got a Q&A tonight, which is actually kind of a good question. But Stefan, what's up, man? Stefan had this question. He had a scenario that he wants my take on, and he actually asked me to make a video for it. And I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. Why not? He says gyms are opening back up in Canada. He's up there in Canada. And he says, people running into this problem. So the way the Good Life opened up. Now, we actually have these Good Life gyms here too. I just found out about them like literally about a month ago. My friend Matt actually told me about them, that they were here. Supposedly really good gyms, very clean, etc. Good to go, right? So basically what they're doing, it says you sign up for 1 hour time slots. And this is not just this gym. This is happening like all over America. They're doing this too, this 1 hour time limit. But they weren't shutting gyms down everywhere. So I guess Good Life, you train, and they're doing this at a Anytime Fitness, I believe, or 24-hour fitness. I think it's 24-hour fitness is near our house. They do this there too. So they basically let you train for an hour, then they shut it down for a half an hour, and they open it back up, or they shut it down for an hour. I think this one is I think they shut it down for half an hour, or maybe they shut it down for an hour. I don't know. Anyways, they let you work out for an hour, then everybody has to leave the gym. That's pretty much how it works. Now, pretty much what it says is you sign up for 1 hour time slots. You're able to you book two consecutive hours. You aren't able to book 2 consecutive hours. So you only have a maximum of 1 hour. Then later in the day, you still can't for later on in the day. So you can only go once a day. So it's not like you can do like 1 and 5 o'clock or whatever. So you have to try to fit your weight workout and your cardio in there together within the hour. He said it has pros and cons. You're forced to take shorter rest periods during your sets. But ultimately, you can't go as heavy without taking up too much time, limiting other accessory movements. I personally split the training up into 40 minutes of weights, 20 minutes of cardio. I was wondering how I would structure it differently, if at all. He said that everyone is different. Some might prefer having the whole hour for weights 4 times a week and cardio for remaining 3. But I like my take. Okay, here's the deal. Now, I do believe you can get a good workout in 45 minutes. I mean, 40 minutes would be, I guess you could do 40 minutes too. Now, here's the thing. Like you just said, Stefan. It looks like it's Stefan. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. If you are cutting your rest periods between sets, right, you're not going to be able to handle as much weight on the next set. That's called recovery, right? So when you do a set and you stop, your body recovers enough to get maximum output for the next set. That's how you're going to get maximum results. Now, shortening the time periods, okay, you're not going to have that same effect. You will still bring your heart rate up, right? You'll still go ahead and your muscles will be working, right? You'll still be causing a stimulus, but you won't be able to use as much of a stimulus weight-wise as you would if you were spacing those rest periods out. So if you're doing 60 seconds as opposed to 3, your results are not going to be the same. Now, a lot of people will point to Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler only rests 60 seconds. Jay Cutler didn't rest 60 seconds when he built that physique. Jay Cutler was resting 60 seconds when he got to the place he was at, gigantic, and his body was able to maintain that muscle mass very easily, and he was able to use weights that were heavy enough with 60 seconds that he was using heavier weights when he was resting 2 or 3 minutes between sets. All of those bodies were the same way. They go in there, it's like a power lifter. The more weight you use, the longer it takes your body to recover. And it's not necessarily because of the muscles, but the central nervous system takes longer to recover than the muscular system does. So there is a efficient, right, and a non-efficient way. So there's a way to train that you'll get the best results and a way to train that you'll get results but not the best. And some people don't care. Me, I don't want to waste my fucking time in the gym. And if you're like me, which I know most of you are, you don't want to waste time. That's why you're here learning how to work out. You're not in there fucking doing shit on your own trying to figure it out over 30 years. You watch YouTube to make all the fucking adjustments you need to make a shortcut from fucking here to here and get results and not have to waste all the time in between. So now if you go in the gym and you're like, wow, I'll just shorten the rest periods and I'll make the same gains. You won't. You're going to delay those gains. They're not going to come as fast, period. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you say. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what YouTuber says it. I don't fucking care. All right? There's going to be one person out there somewhere that can rest 10 seconds between and still fucking grow, okay? Realistically, it's not you or me. That's just all I'm saying, right? So if you got your 45-minute workout in there and you're able to do it, me personally, what I would probably do is, 45 minutes, I would maybe do 1 or 2 body parts, right? I obviously wouldn't be doing the full body type thing or even like push-pull legs because you'd be doing like back, buys. You'd have to throw in traps either or there. So you'd be doing multiple, workouts. If it was me, I personally, okay, and this is just my personal, idea, would be like Monday, I'd take that 45 minutes and I would train, let's say, chest, right? And then I would do 15 minutes of cardio, right? Now, Tuesday, I would do maybe back for 45 minutes and then do cardio for 15 minutes. I would take Wednesday and probably, to be honest with you, because you had two big body parts in a row, I'd probably do arms on Wednesday. Even though they're a little fatigued from the previous 2 days, they'll be recovered enough to do an arm workout. For that one, I'd probably get in about 40 minutes, maybe 35, 40 minutes, do the cardio the rest of the time. I'd come in and do legs on Thursday, 45 minutes, and then do 15 minutes of cardio. And then Friday, what I would do is I do shoulders and traps on Friday for 45 minutes and then do cardio, 15 minutes. Now, that's all well and good. You can fit it in there, right? But where's the progression, right? Where's the progression? As you start to train heavier and you start to progress, you're going to need longer periods of rest in between the sets. Now, let's say you just said, fuck that, I'm not doing that. How do you progress in cardio? You're only going to be able to do cardio for 15 minutes. So even after you crank up the level and you do your HIT or whatever the case may be, eventually you get to the point where that's not working and you have to progress more by adding more minutes, not necessarily just intensity. So now we have this kind of place we're stuck at where we can still do 15 minutes of cardio, but if you're trying to get lean and you need to do more than 15 minutes, you're shit out of luck. So, and again, doing weights one day, cardio, listen, I mean, ideally, my personal opinion, and what I've seen over the last 30 years with thousands of clients throughout the years, literally, doing cardio and weight training on the same day, if that's what you're trying to do, get leaner, works very well together. Just doing cardio on certain days, it's not as efficient, it's not as fast. Now, some people are going to be like, Jerry, just as long as you're doing it, I'm so sick of hearing these motherfuckers. Listen, I don't give a fuck what you people out there say about this shit, because 99% of you have been doing this for such a short period of time, you don't understand how it fucking works. You're parroting shit that you've heard online or off fucking YouTube. You have no fucking concept of what it really takes to accomplish your goals. Most of you will be gone in the next 3 years. You won't even be fucking training, let alone doing what you're doing now. And that's just a fact. And I've seen that shit fucking cycle itself in the 30 years I've been doing this over and over again. People that know everything disappear in 2 years because not only did they not know anything, they realized they didn't know shit and they weren't good at this. And they just fucking disappeared. This has been 30 years I've been going through this. And I've seen this over and over again. So be aware, guys. What I'm trying to tell you is, if it were me, I'd find another fucking gym. I mean, 24 Hour Fitness is doing that down the street from me over here. Our gym Export never fucking opened up again. We're at the shop gym in fucking Manassas. So we drive 35 to 40 minutes to go train every day. And that 35 to 40 minutes has a fucking open gym that doesn't close every hour. Okay? It's very fucking clean. It's so big that everybody's social distance. Find another fucking gym. Like, that's just all there is to it. Like, I love how people are like, they're trying. I know people right now, Export hasn't opened here. They haven't gone to another gym. There's all gyms in the area. Well, I can wait for Export. What the fuck? Are you working right now? No. So you do nothing all day. Rather than drive 30 minutes to the gym and 30 minutes back and actually have a fucking workout, you're bitching and moaning about how fucking Export hasn't opened yet, and you're not doing anything during the fucking day. Like, Stefan, I understand that this is a gym. I'm telling you right now, there are other gyms out there that don't make you fucking leave every hour. So if it were me, I'd go to that fucking gym. I could go to the gym down the street right here, 5 minutes to 24 Hour Fitness and do that same shit you're doing. Fuck that. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to waste my fucking time and fuck myself up and be so stressed out and worried about getting out of there in an hour and getting done what I need to be done that you're not even focusing on the fucking workout because you're going to watch the fucking time. Like, dude, find another fucking gym that doesn't have these fucking rules. Now, I understand that people are going to say, well, not everybody has the availability. Yes, you do. Okay? Yes, you fucking do. How bad do you fucking want it? That's what it comes down to. Like, I don't want to hear none of this shit. When I watched that video about Sean Roden, that fucking guy drove almost 2 hours each way every day to train in fucking Golds before he moved out there. He was fucking driving 2 hours each way. That's the year he turned Mr. Olympia. He wanted it. He wanted it that fucking bad that he was willing to do that, to go train at Golds with his fucking trainer at the time. Right? So it just depends on what do you want to fucking do. I mean, you're asking me right now how I would split it up. Look, do whatever the fuck you want because it's not an optimal situation. So you're not going to get optimal results. You'll be lucky if you get the results that fucking you're looking for at all this way. And you know it. That's why you're asking me the question. I'm not getting on you, Stefan. I'm just saying for the other people out there that are in your circumstances that aren't really trying. They don't understand what the fuck is going on. Really what you're going to look at is this going to get me the results that I want? Right? And if you think it is, go fucking do it. Like, I get people asking me questions. What do you think I should do, Jerry? I'm like, I don't fucking know. What are you doing right now? This? How long have you been doing it? For a week? Okay, so fucking hit me back in like 6 weeks and tell me what happened. Like, get out there and try shit, right? If you think 45 minutes or 40 minutes, 20 minutes will work, go for it. If it's not working, then you have to change it, right? change it. If you change it to something that's not working, you got to fucking change it again. Like, I think people are really just, they don't want to quote unquote waste time, but then they waste time with shit like this. I want to get the most out of my workouts, but then you're doing this shit. Why don't you find another fucking gym? Like, there are gyms out there that will not put these fucking regulations on you. There are gyms out there that will not make you wear a fucking mask while you're training. If you don't want to go there because you're scared, don't fucking go. But they exist. It just depends on what you're comfortable with, where you're at with this COVID thing, where you're at with where do you want to drive, and how much effort you want to put in. Like, sometimes getting to the gym is almost as much effort as actually being in the fucking gym. I mean, absolutely. There was World Gym in Seekonk, I would drive 35 to 40 minutes to get to. There was Jay's was over the Braga Bridge in fucking Fall River. That would take me about 30 minutes to get to. There was Gold's Gym in Somerset, would take me about 35 minutes to get to from my house. So there's 3 gyms in my past that took me anywhere from a half hour to 45 minutes each way. And I was driving there every fucking day because those were the good fucking gyms. Those are the places to train that the energy was good. The people in there knew what the fuck they were doing. Other competitors were there because I was fucking hungry and I wanted it. Right now, I can go to one of these ring ding gyms over here and live by these rules and feel like I'm not fucking doing anything, be frustrated like everybody is, or I could drive to the fucking shop in Manassas. Guess what? I'm driving to the fucking shop in Manassas, right? Why? Because that's where it's fucking taking me so that I can do what I want to fucking do, you know? It just depends on what you want to do. Again, how comfortable you are with the COVID situation and how bad do you really want it? That's what it boils down to, because where there's a will, there's a way. Someone told me that, Brandon Ray told me that one time. He said, where there's a will, there's a way. If somebody really wants it, they will find a way to fucking get it done. Get it fucking done. He didn't say it like that, but find a way to get it done. And if they don't get it done, it's because they didn't really want it. Because someone else did it, got it done, and they are where they want to be. So remember, everywhere you want to be, somebody's already there. They've already gotten it done, and it wasn't fucking easy. Right? So now you got to look at yourself and say, well, how am I going to fucking do this? You got to nut up and figure out how to fucking do it. Sometimes you got to sacrifice, and it's hard. But make no mistake about it. Trying to fucking... This is like having a fucking square peg and trying to fit a square hole and try to put a bunch of fucking round pegs in it. You know, you're only going to get so far with this situation like this. So my advice, Stefan, is to find another gym in your area, even if it's a half hour, 45 minutes each way. Get up an hour earlier in your day so that you have time to do it. Go to bed an hour later, whatever the case may be. But doing this right here, I mean, it's better than doing nothing, right? But let's be real. You wouldn't be contacting me if you just wanted to do better than nothing. You want to do optimal. You want to get your results. You don't want to be wasting your fucking time. And I honestly feel like you're wasting your time doing this, which is why you put it right in there. You even know what's going on. I think you just wanted my confirmation, and this is my confirmation, man. Go out there and find another gym and get rid of this one. I understand this may be close to your house. It may be where you have your membership. Look, you got to do what you got to do, and life is not always easy. And this bodybuilding thing, if you're doing it long term, this shit is going to happen, man. Gyms are going to close. Floods are going to happen at the gyms. You know, people are going to get sick. You know, like, things are going to happen to where you can't get to your gym. You're going to have to figure out how to get around that if you want to keep progressing and doing this as a lifestyle. Because just because the gym stops doesn't mean that you stop, right? So you're going to have to figure out another way to do it. But my personal opinion is find another gym if this is not working for you. And, you know, stop really worrying about how to try to make that hour work. Because realistically, you could take that hour and do your weight training and do your cardio somewhere else. But again, I think you're trying to be the most efficient you can and get the best results you can in the shortest amount of time. In that case, find another gym, get done what you need to do. When everything goes back to normal, go back to good life when they're not doing this shit. A lot of gyms are closing now because people are not willing to put up with this shit. They're just not. You know, they're not going to deal with this. They're not going to say, well, I want to work out, but I can have a fucked up workout. Like, why are you fucking up like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? When other gyms are just fine. So a lot of people leaving these gyms. I suspect there's going to be a lot of gyms in our area closing very soon. Just for the stuff specifically like this that they're doing that doesn't really allow people to use their facilities the way that they normally use them or want to use them or need to use them. And I think it's going to come back and bite them in the ass, and we're going to see a lot of these places closing up. So we're already seeing it now, but I think more are on the way. So BioStrength@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioStrength.com is a blog. It's a Stefan. Go check out another gym, man. This is the BioStrength Bicep at another gym, and we are out.